The wall is entreated to get back a little bit by the Mexican referee. There are 4 Danish players over the ball. One disappointing aspect, perhaps, of this World Cup so far, we've not seen many goals from free kicks, but there we did get a shot coming in from Løvig. This is Bertelsen. Now the captain Olsen. Laudrup. And Laudrup still, and a good chance here for Elkjær for the first goal! Elkjær has done it again. Delightful play by Laudrup to set him up, but you have to admire the clinical way Elkjær, whenever within sight of goal, finishes it off. And this man with the most remarkable record gets his 35th goal for his country in only 58 appearances. Uruguay must wonder how they're going to find their way out of the Danish web. Oh, that's a very bad challenge, and that's Bossio, the man who was booked a second ago. He's running away from the referee. I fear for him, it's a red card. And Miguel Angel Bossio is sent off. And how stupid he was, really. He'd been booked less than 5 minutes before. And there was no question there that he took the man out of the game. And Bossio is on his way to the dressing room. It's been an unhappy day for him. When Santin took the kick. Santin again. And again Rasmussen makes a punch. Francescoli! It nearly dribbled in at the post. Rasmussen got down to it to make the save. But Francescoli close to an equaliser. And that was how close. Coming up to 25 minutes gone as Berggren, just outside the Uruguayan penalty area, finds Laudrup. Now out to Arneson. This looks dangerous again. And Elkjær! It won't count. Elkjær offside. To run his sports goods business, it's rumoured he might well assist Sepp Piontek with the national side. Here's Laudrup inside the area. Blistering pace from Laudrup and across the face of goal. Good save. Well, would you believe it? It was Elkjær, and you'd back him 9 times out of 10 to have put that one in the net.
With my luck, John, that would be the 10th down to...
In support Løvig quickly enough. Arneson has certainly come up with him. Elkjær now. And he's going to get past Acevedo. Oh, the cross comes in! And it's 2-0! Søren Løvig is the man who tucks the ball away. They break like lightning. And that showed that Elkjær isn't just a goal scorer, it's the perfect cross, the perfect finish.
It was a really marvellous goal, John, because Løvig picked up the ball in his own half, ran with it, waited for the support to come, played it in front of Elkjær, and then went on his way into the middle. It was astonishing. There was only the 2 of them up there, and they were against 4 defenders.
Full time on the clock here. Full time for the first half, that is, as Francescoli is just outside the Danish penalty area. He's not got long in which to do something. He's bundled up the ball. It's a penalty for Uruguay. Drama right at the end of the first half. Nielsen throws his hands in the air. And Francescoli has won Uruguay a penalty. Let's have another look at it. Well, he's barged off the ball by Busk. And the penalty is given. And Francescoli himself will take it. Now, this is such a critical kick, because if Uruguay can go in at half-time only a goal down, they'll feel a lot more confidence than being 2 down. It's Francescoli against Rasmussen. So, what is going through the goalkeeper's mind, I wonder? We saw a great penalty save yesterday by the Paraguayan Fernandez against Mexico. Francescoli desperately needs to score here for Uruguay. Which he does, with consummate ease. The Uruguayan supporters go mad. Francescoli shows the urgency by dashing back with the ball. It's only half-time, not full-time, so the 45 minutes left yet, the perfect penalty.
Well, you know, looking at it, John, Denmark have asked for it because they've allowed themselves to drift out the game. They've been very slack and loose, particularly at the back end corner.
Antonio Alzamendi there, who was 30 yesterday. I'm sure he'd love to celebrate with a goal. Corner taken, Rasmussen, oh dear, he's made a complete mess of it, to the ball, he's going to go. I thought it was going to go into the net. The overhead kick was by Diogo, but Rasmussen really looks hapless in that Danish goal. We've got to now watch Laudrup. It's Laudrup against Saralegi, and he's going to have to come all the way back. After all that, that was a very late whistle. The referee is still standing almost on Rasmussen's toes. Going to start for many Frank Arneson now. And we'll get the cross in. The Uruguayan defence a bit at 6s and 7s there. Lerby, nicely done again. So skillful, these players. Here's Lerby, socks rolled down. Laudrup seems to ghost past defenders as though they don't exist. This is going to be one of the goals of the tournament. Magnificent. The boy's a genius. Laudrup there just went through that defence as though it almost didn't exist. It was too easy for him. The defender on the line got a foot to it, he couldn't keep it out. And Mikael Laudrup has scored one of the finest goals you could ever wish to see.
You know, John, that's what the competition's all about. It's about great occasions. This is a great occasion for football.
All sorts of discussions going on. It seems to take an eternity to take some of these free kicks. I'm pretty sure that Batista will have a whack, but he won't. And they almost all fooled us because Ramos it was who clipped it just past that post. With the help of a deflection. So for once, Batista didn't whack it. That was quite well taken by Ramos. This time, Saralegi and Batista are the people lining themselves up. Here's Batista! That was a super shot, actually, from Batista, and it showed the power of the little fellow. And a few inches closer to the goal, and that would have been inside and not outside the upright.
It wasn't far away at all, John.
Berggren coming up on this side is Mulby. Very promising build-up again. Laudrup, I'm not quite sure whether he intended to let that run under his foot. But anyway, the Danes still playing keep ball here. And Laudrup once more. Oh, surely he can't do it a second time, or can he? Well, it's got to be a goal for Elkjær. It's 4-1. Again, Laudrup's control inside the area had a great deal to do with that. The goalkeeper a little bit unlucky here as it came off his knee, and Elkjær from there certainly couldn't miss.
Well, even I wouldn't miss him from there, John. But again, delightful skills from Laudrup. Tried a cheeky little topo past the goalkeeper as well at the end of it.
So Elkjær's done it yet again. That's 36 goals for him for Denmark now. And they are really tearing forward here. Arneson is out on this left-hand side. He's received the pass, chipped it back into the middle. And that would have been a terrific hat-trick for Elkjær, wouldn't it? It would have been a classic goal as well.
I don't think the hat-trick's far away. He's got the bit between his teeth, John. He's looking for goals, this big fella, and he knows how to score them.
He should be okay for the next match. So that's very good news indeed from the Danish dressing room. And there'll be more good news if Laudrup and Elkjær capitalise again here as Laudrup leaves Diogo almost in his wake. The cross is for Arneson. An extraordinary header. He headed it down and up and over.
They're almost queuing up to score now. It's almost as if they can lift and drop the game anyway. This was an astonishing miss, really.
Hasn't got much to aim at in the penalty area, but Ramos has done well here. And the ball might just fall for Francescoli. It's coming back for Diogo, who whacked it against the defender. Laudrup sets off again. Elkjær is onside. Laudrup's going up alongside him as well. Surely this must be Elkjær's hat-trick. The crowd rise as Preben Elkjær makes it a dream for Denmark here in Neza. He timed his run brilliantly. He slipped the keeper. And you won't see a better hat-trick than the one that Prem and Elkjær has executed here today.
What a magnificent finish here, John. He took it so calmly, so well. It's a real mark of class, top-class finishing. But did you notice that as Laudrup set on his way to support him, he was chopped down from the back? I think one of the Uruguayans was booked for that.
So the Danish supporters leap as one and cheer him. I hesitate to say it, but I think it was a little bit of a derisory cheer for the Danish keeper. Here they come again. Would you believe it? It's Elkjær, and he's got two men alongside him. One of them here is Jesper Olsen, who's made it 6. Jesper Olsen has only been on the field as a substitute a matter of minutes. Elkjær so unselfish then, he could perhaps have got himself for his 4th goal. Instead, he rolled it invitingly for Jesper Olsen, and he makes it around half-dozen.
Almost apologetic how he put it in the net, John, but I'm sure he'll be very, very pleased with himself. Always nice to get in the score sheet.
Certainly his ratio for Denmark would suggest that. 3 goals here today, taking him to 37 for Denmark. The referee's arm is raised. It signifies the end of a quite superb Denmark performance. 3 goals for Elkjær, 1 each for Løby, Laudrup and Jesper Olsen, against a reply of just 1 goal from the penalty spot by Enzo Francescoli for